Hi, friends. This is Rebecca,
And I'm Brad.
and we're friends first.
So today we're going to talk about having a purpose to your relationship. So here with us, and kind of what we're doing with this whole channel and video project is we have the purpose to elevate our whole honest, sincere relationship and grow as friends together.
So, purpose is so cool and so important to understand when you're creating life together. There's a reality to when you are in relationship, you create a circle of energy and magnetism that's generated by your purpose. So, when you have a unified purpose, you get to increase your capacity in so many ways.
And if you don't have a unified purpose together, you end up having a bunch of hidden agendas and trying to get, be underground and sneaky about different things. And it puts you into basically like a repetitive or redundant pattern, which is boring.
Right. So evolution is where you use intentionality to go beyond your confines, to seek out new adventures and remake yourself. And that's exciting. In the US, in our culture here, we often think of change happening if you go to a retreat or if you do different ceremonies or that type of thing. But here we want to make a new way in our culture where change can happen in our homes.
Where you don't even have to, go to like a retreat, like she said, or a counselor or that type of thing. Setting up that environment in our own homes, in our day-to-day interactions with each other, so that we can really bring out the best in each other in our relationship.
Right. So basically, I think as a culture, if we want to be more real and more transparent and really initiate some of the changes from the institutions that haven't been working and the ways of being, especially as white people, to be honest, like we have the duty to figure this out. Like, how do we bring out the best in one another? How do we get real together? How do we like really engage friendship in a way that is satisfying, that works, and that gets us out of our small boxes and the roles that we've identified that suck, and give us more freedom and capacity together. And basically, our children deserve this. We want to leave a legacy that is freedom, not just like you get what you were given. No, you want to expand it.
So when you have a purpose to your relationship, it gives you both a direction or a vision of what you're up to. So no matter what occurs, what things you discover about yourselves in your relationship or individually, you have a direction that dictates or helps you to put everything into a context that makes sense. So for us, anything that comes up, we can put into the context of our purpose of being more real, being more honest, being more real people together and developing a friendship, no matter what. So let me give you an example, might help it make more sense. About 6 or 8 months ago, when we were working with our relationship coach, what we discovered is that we kept bumping into certain roles or patterns that was like our own redundant pattern that we were having a lot of trouble breaking beyond. We'd go and have our coaching time together with our relationship coach, and we'd get these great insights. And then we'd go back to our home for a week, and by the time we came back again, it was like almost like we hadn't been able to implement those insights. It was really tough to really make the change we were wanting to make. And what we discovered is that what we implemented that helped us discover these new ways of being was actually spending quite a bit of time apart or separate. So now what we do and what we've been doing for this whole time is we actually spend 4 days and nights out of every 7, out of every week, separate. Yeah. So first, now with our current schedule, a couple days, the first Tuesday and Wednesday, I we have a trailer all the way across our property. We have a little camper trailer, and I stay in there for the 2 days and nights while Rebecca's here with the kids doing the household stuff here with them, but also separate for me, because I'm over there. Mm-hmm. And then we switch, and then so Thursday and Friday she's over there, and I'm here, with the kids doing the household stuff, still separate. Mm-hmm. And without a clear idea of what our purpose is or was in doing that, you can have all kinds of thoughts like, oh no, we're spending all this time apart, our relationship's in crumbles, and we're gonna, end up getting divorced and split up, like, oh, or we're like so crappy at this together, we can't even be around each other more than 3 days out of a week, or any of these type of things. But really, because we've had this purpose together, it's been this life-changing experience. If I can speak for me personally, having that different space away from Rebecca and then also when I'm away from the household, it really allows me the opportunity to get to know me so much better, so that when I come back, when we're back together, to be able to be a whole, honest, sincere person is much more realistic, because I've actually had time to get to know the whole honest, realistic, or honest, sincere person who's me.
Right. Then we end up being more likely to be honest in the small moments, to be more clear with what we want, to notice we're in the roles that we don't enjoy being in, and just to name that, or to laugh about things that are the old patterns that we don't like and say, oh, let's not do that. So it's been really empowering to get creative with our schedule and be really intentional with what we're doing in different moments. Like on Sundays, it's always family day, and it's a day of fun and togetherness and bonding with the whole family. On Saturdays, we're usually doing projects, and that helps us to accomplish the things we want to, and really give our full attention to that. So it's a really fun way to live, and it breaks up the monotony that we were previously suffering from. So anyways, what works for you? Like we encourage you to figure out, like, what are the rhythms that feed your soul? What amount of alone times you need? What family time do you need? What time together and what time apart? And we talked about date night last time. Like, you got to craft things that really feed you and nourish you continually. Otherwise, it's easy to get sucked up and feel like you're a dried out bag. And we just can't afford that right now. We're at a critical time in our culture of making a difference altogether. And it's important just individually, because there's a lot going on. We want to be unified and really have that purpose in mind so we can accomplish what we're wanting.
Yeah, I mean, what are your what's your purpose in your closest relationships, your marriage relationship, your partner relationship? Share about that in the comments.
Yeah.
And if you don't have one, give some time to think about, like, what are you doing? Because no matter what, even if you don't have a stated purpose or whatever, you guys are doing something, and it's
Right.
better to bring it to the surface and even name it for yourself and together, so that you can be on the same page and be like, oh yeah, that's what I want to be doing too. And so you can put everything in that context, rather than like, unspoken things, or disappointments because you think that it's this, but your partner thinks it's this, but you just haven't spoken about it. So it's like, it's really a valuable thing to identify a
Right.
purpose together in your relationship, and then you can just have fun with it.
Right, and grow awareness, because if you're noticing, oh, that served my purpose, or that didn't serve my purpose, or this decision will serve my purpose, it just brings you so much learning your way, and everything gets used for that purpose. It's a very cool thing about it. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications, and we will look for you next time. And thanks for watching.
Remember, friends
Friends
first.
first. Bye.